Welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking Transformers, and most specifically Bumblebee the movie, which is set for release in December of 2018, and today we are talking about Megatron. Now, we spoke about Megatron on my YouTube channel before regarding his involvement in Bumblebee the movie, but after the detail that we had from Viacom where they confirmed that it is indeed Starscream, that's that Decepticon seeker in the Bumblebee movie teaser trailer, it got me thinking again, is Megatron going to be in Bumblebee the movie? Now, IMDb have confirmed that Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, will be involved in Bumblebee the movie, but at present we are not sure in what capacity, whether or not it will be just an audio representation or we will get a visual representation too. We will have to wait and find out. But usually, if the leader of the Autobots is involved, the leader of the Decepticons is not far behind. However, we cannot forget that this is a prequel to the original 2007 Michael Bay Transformers film, and if this movie is staying true to that 2007 film, Megatron won't feature in Bumblebee the movie. And here is why. In the 2007 Transformers film, we were first introduced to Megatron when he crash lands on Earth in search of the cube. Now, no specific date was mentioned when Megatron crash landed, but it was stated to be thousands of years ago. And in 1934 he was moved by Sector 7 to the Hoover Dam, where he would reside with the cube which the first 7 discovered in 1913. So according to the original 2007 Transformers film, Megatron has been held in a cryogenetic state since the 1930s, which means if we come up to the Bumblebee movie, which is in the 1980s, he would still be frozen. Now, John Cena's character Agent Burns may be the only hope of having Megatron involved, because of course he is a part of Sector 7, so he would know all this. He would know that Megatron was frozen in the 1930s and is being kept and held by Sector 7 in the Hoover Dam. So if that is the case, there could be a possibility of his name being dropped. However, the fact that he's still in a frozen state at this time in the 1980s would lead me to believe that Megatron will not feature in this film. So when you look at the facts that this is a prequel to the 2007 film and the story which was set up in the 2007 film, it seems highly unlikely that Megatron is going to feature in Bumblebee the movie in a visual or audio perspective. However, this doesn't mean that Travis Knight couldn't give us a couple of Easter eggs referring to Megatron in Bumblebee the movie by calling him NBE1, because that of course was the reference name for Megatron by Sector 7. So from a prequel, that name drop would be the perfect acknowledgement of the original Transformers film. But we also have to think about Starscream as well, who was confirmed by the Viacom blog to be the Decepticon seeker in the Bumblebee movie teaser trailer. However, that name has since been redacted. So whatever the case, I've got a couple of questions for you guys about Starscream, and I want you to get involved in the comments section below. When did Starscream touch down on Earth, and what is his purpose? Because if Bumblebee the movie touches on the original Transformers film, which it should, Megatron will still be in that frozen state from the 1930s. So when Starscream touches down, if it wants to tie in again, this could be the original search that Starscream has started to look for the cube. And ultimately, the start of this search could lead him to crossing paths with Bumblebee. So now it's over to you. I want to get your views and opinions in the comment section below. Do you think Megatron will be involved in Bumblebee the movie, and if so, in what capacity? I don't think he will have a physical presence, but I would love to hear Travis Knight name drop Megatron with the use of Sector 7. It makes sense for a prequel. I also, as part of my research for this video, decided to look at the mythology touched upon in Transformers The Last Knight, because there was a lot of mythology, albeit to me it didn't make an awful lot of sense, because I wanted to try and get an understanding if that mythology would feature in Travis Knight's Bumblebee the movie, and I couldn't really see anything of significance when it came to Megatron or Starscream for that matter. But if you have noticed any key areas of importance from Transformers The Last Knight and its mythology in regards to Bumblebee the movie, please do let me know in the comments section below, because I would be very interested to hear it. The only thing I took away from it was a very threadbare timeline which seems to have been created in the Transformers cinematic universe, and this might be something that Travis Knight wants to build upon in the 1980s Bumblebee movie. So how that timeline could work and how it builds towards Bumblebee the movie could be like this. The cube arrived around 10,000 BC and it was discovered by the first 7 in 1913. Then we know Bumblebee was around in World War II time, and after that he becomes a robot in disguise to distance himself from the military. All that time we know that Sector 7 has been around, and maybe they are on the search for Bumblebee, in which Bumblebee goes into hiding and then is discovered by Hailee Steinfeld's character Charlie in Bumblebee the movie. So that could set up the premises, and it does tie into the mythology. So that is an idea, and that's something I think could happen because, of course, again, this is a prequel. So I want to get your views and opinions on all of this. I want your views on Megatron, if you think he will be involved, and also, again, what do you think of all the mythology, because you can kind of piece it together, only just, but you can, and it does seem to make a bit of sense. And that's if Travis Knight does indeed want to pull it all together, and at the moment, from the looks of it, he could be pretty good at doing that. So get involved, and all that's left to be said is please rate, comment and subscribe. Check out all my other Transformers content on my YouTube channel, and don't forget as well to follow me on other social media too. Follow me on Twitter at Delzinski and on Instagram, and we can continue to talk Transformers. All that's left to be said is please rate, comment and subscribe. This is Delzinski signing out.